Hey, what's up guys? Spitshine here. TBC is right around the corner and I'm planning to play some Shadow Priest Rogue in twos. Me and my buddy have been practicing on Endless to get ready for Season 1. So this video talks about what we've learned and focuses on how to play SPR versus some other common double DPS comps. Let's get right into it. These first two games are against Warlock Rogue, which is generally considered a counter comp to SPR, but we have a strategy, and that is to rush in and clap the lock. The priest needs to get into combat ASAP, so he can't be sapped. As soon as he is, I step, cheap shot, expose, vanish, garrote, opener on the lock, throw a quick focus blind on the rogue. He trinkets, followed by a fear. Now we're in business. I smother the lock. The rogue tries to peel me. As you can see, he reopens here. Meanwhile, Shadow Priest is just free casting, which is best case scenario for us versus this comp. As soon as the lock is down, 2v1, and that's pretty much game over. Alright, so this game is against a different Warlock Rogue team, but we have the same strategy. Priest needs to get into combat without getting sapped, and as soon as my Priest is in combat, I am going to go ahead and step Premeditation Cheap Shot, expose armor, vanish, and then reopen with Garrote. You saw the Rogue go by there. If I had a big brain move, I would have been spamming sap as soon as I vanished so that I could have gotten a sap off on the Rogue. Instead, we're just going to blow up this Warlock. The Rogue just switched there at the last minute onto the Priest, but it's too late. We've got the lock, and now it's a 2v1. Okay, so this next game we're going up against Hunter Warlock. My goal is to sprint in and step sap the Hunter before he gets his flare and trap up, if possible. As soon as I do that, I'm going to open the lock with Premeditation Cheap Shot, expose armor, vanish, garrote, and then I'm going to kidney. He trinkets. I go ahead and get the focus blind on the Hunter before I get hit with Death Coil. I'm gonna have to sit this scatter shot, but my Priest gets off a massive fear on the Warlock Hunter and both of their pets, so I'm able to sap the Hunter back out of the fear and reopen the Warlock. Here I'm gonna pre-pop Evasion and Ghostly Strike as the Hunter is getting ready to open on me. It gives me a 25% to resist all of his ranged attacks. So that's a real quick, fast game, and you can see how powerful this comp can be. Okay, so this next matchup is Warlock Mage. Mages are really tough to CC, so I'm going to step sap the lock and then get out of the Mage's AoE range so he doesn't get me out of stealth, and I'm going to open with Premeditation Cheap Shot Eviscerate for some early damage to get down his shield. I vanish and try to re-sap the lock, but for some reason he's in combat, so I have to open with a Cheap Shot Kidney Focus Blind, and now we're going to go ahead and just pump some damage on this mage to finish him off. In the meantime, the Priest is running a little bit low on health, so he's going to switch out of caster form and just keep us alive through this 2v1. Alright, next up we have the first of two Rogue Mage matchups. Rogue Mage is generally considered a counter comp to Shadow Priest Rogue, especially when the Rogue is undead, so he's going to have Will of the Forsaken. So I'll just show you how this goes. I get a sap off on the Mage, the Rogue slipped by and sapped my Shadow Priest. I'm looking for him. I'm going to circle back and get a re-sap on the Mage. Their Rogue is going to do the same on our Shadow Priest. You just saw him slip by again. We're just missing each other. So now I'm going to have to get out of the AoE range of the Mage and open with a Garrote, which is a silence, and then vanish immediately so I don't get counter opened. The Rogue is now on the Shadow Priest. The Shadow Priest gets off a big fear. I'm going to reopen the mage with a Garrote. He goes ahead and blocks the silence, and so now it's just a race. I need to kill the mage before they kill my Shadow Priest. That's how this matchup goes. It's always a little bit of a mess. Very rarely are these games clean. It's pretty much just a DPS and CC battle. Fortunately, we were able to win this one. Last but not least, we have one more Rogue Mage matchup. On this map, I'm going to be careful to stay back. It is tough to get to the mage for a sap on the opener without getting AoE'd out of stealth. My priest is going to throw up a mass dispel to put their rogue in combat. I open on mage with a premeditation Garrote. Rogue still hasn't shown, so I'm going to open with a double Garrote, just putting up big pressure and forcing the mage to go ahead and use his block. The rogue opens me, but without bleed, so I go ahead and trinket vanish out. They're CCing the priest here, so I probably should have stayed back and tried to sap or stun lock the rogue. Instead, I just go straight after the mage and just try and burn him down using my cloak while he does not have ice block. I throw a blind up on their rogue, so now his trinket and Will of the Forsaken are both down. Cheat death to stay alive, kill their mage, try to hop down, but I get killed as well. But now it's a 1v1, but Mo has full health, he's a beast, and their rogue has no trinket and no Will of the Forsaken. You see blackout proc there, so the Shadow Priest is just pumping big damage, and the rogue is just all out of cooldowns at this point. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about strategies, comps, macros, talent builds, whatever, feel free to leave them in the comments, and feel free to hit subscribe for more videos like this once the Dark Portal opens. Thanks again for watching.